Okay, so
Yeah.
as a foreigner, can we get job in Italy without knowing Italian language?
Unfortunately, Samir, I have a very sad response for this question. I mean sad because I don't like this kind of approach that there is in my country.
Okay, so let's talk about the tax system. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, please.
Okay. Do you have some scenario or some?
Uh, okay, I heard in Italy, I guess software. If if I got job in Italy as a software engineer, my salary is around 870,000 euro per year. Then what actual amount I will get in my hand? So hey guys, I'm back with another new interesting podcast. Today our guest is Lorenzo sir from Italy. So if you wants to be a software engineer in Italy, what will be complete roadmap we will talk about in this podcast. So in this podcast we will talk about how you can apply from your regional country to Italy as a software engineer or other domain, and we will talk about living cost, salary, tax system, all about this we will talk about in this podcast. So this podcast I can say will be very special for you if you want to become a software engineer in Italy. So before starting this video, you know what you have to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. So thank you so much, Lorenzo sir, for coming. Our audience wants to know about you.
Hi guys, I'm Lorenzo. I'm a team leader in Intesa, a software house here in Italy, and it's a pleasure to be here with Samir. And I'm very glad to try to explain the situation in my country about the computer science jobs and computer science studies. So let's start.
Yeah, cool. So, sir, first question is, suppose sir, I am in, suppose now I am in India and some other person is their regional country. They wants to do job in Italy. So, how they can apply job in Italy?
Okay, such an interesting question. Um, I think that the first way in which you can apply from India to directly to Italy is through the social network, such as LinkedIn,
LinkedIn.
for instance. Yeah, and otherwise there are some other approaches, which is, for instance, in Italy we have some agency that try to collocate people inside inside jobs. And
Okay.
so you can try to connect with this agency, with this society, I don't know, by sending an email, for instance, with your curriculum, and then by describing your profile, this kind of agency can find a job for you.
Okay. So we can apply from LinkedIn, the popular website for job searching,
Yes.
and also we can go through from agencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Of course.
So, sir, forwarding to the next question. The next question is how to prepare for the interview, and please share your experience also.
Oh, well, okay, Samir. About sharing your experience, I think that in Italy, the best way actually is to write a curriculum. So you write your experience, you write them in a Google Docs file or a Word file, and then in this way you can share your experience. I know that it's not the best way in order to evaluate your soft skill and our skill in the real way, but I don't know why in Italy work like this. And how to prepare for interview? Well, you can just make some. In this case, we are talking
Uh,
about computer science
hmm.
position or not? Yes.
Yes, computer science position,
Yeah.
software engineer. Yeah.
Computer software engineering. Okay, fantastic. So you can prepare just like this some logical quiz or algorithmic quiz that you can find online. in which you have to solve a small, very small problem with an algorithm that you have to write during the interview. Um, I have to say, to be honest, that in Italy, the majority of company that works with the software are not so required. So I mean, your entry level could be easiest or senior,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but in this case, the company in Italy, the majority of the company are able to to work with you, because in
Mm.
Italy there is the concept that I assume I get junior people in order to grow up inside the company, and then there is this kind of mentality. So as a consequence of this, the interview is so the interview are not so hard, are not so difficult.
Mm. Okay. And how many interview rounds there? There is four or five.
Sorry, there is 4 or 5.
How interview rounds there? Like technical rounds, coding
Okay,
rounds.
okay,
How many
okay.
rounds are there?
Okay. In general, as an average, there are 2 or 3 interview. Yeah, the first one is a behavioral
Mm.
interview. The second one is technical,
Mm.
and then the majority of companies stop with these 2. Then there are some companies that apply the third interview, which is the logical one, the
Mm.
logical interview.
Oh, there is three rounds. Technically three rounds.
Yeah,
Oh,
2 or 3. Yeah.
three. Okay. How is work culture in Italy in a
Oh,
company? And please share your
okay.
working days and timing also.
Okay, okay. Thank you for this question, Samir. And the work culture in Italy is quite different based on your company. So in a smart company, the work culture is similar to the other that you can find in Europe or in the rest of the world. I mean, in my company, my daily routine is I wake up from my from my bed
Huh.
and I check my emails.
Huh.
Then I have the stand-up meeting with my teams,
Mm.
in which we talk about what we have done yesterday,
Mm.
what we do today,
And
and if there is some problem.
mm.
And then I start my work.
Mm.
I get in touch with other
Mm-hmm.
sorry,
Please,
with
please.
other colleagues, and in a meeting we use Google Meet,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Google Meets.
Mm.
Then I try to help my teammates in case of they have some technical
Ah,
problems,
problems.
or or something like this, and stop it. This is my daily routine in my company, and I know
Timings?
that there are sorry.
Timings?
Okay, timings. We start from the 9:30
Nine.
in the morning,
Ah.
yeah, and we finish at 6 o'clock
Oh.
in the
9 to 6.
afternoon. Yeah, 9 to 6. It's 8 time.
Mm.
8 hours
Yes, sir.
each day.
And Monday to Friday, I
Yeah,
guess, right?
yeah. We work from Monday to Friday, and not the Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, in India, there is a lot of company who work, IT company I'm talking about, IT company who work from Monday to Saturday.
Wow, it's very hard in this way. I mean, the free time, from my point of view, is very important
Ah,
for everyone. And
right.
so in Italy, there is this culture about the free time. You have to pass your free time with your family, with your
Yeah,
friends, with your girlfriend, boyfriend, and so on.
absolutely right. Yeah. Okay, so sir, let's talk about the living cost in Italy. Suppose I got job as a software engineer in Italy, then what will be my living cost, expensive food and all?
Okay, so me such another interesting question. So the living cost in Italy is growing year by year, unfortunately.
Hmm.
I mean, you can, if you find, okay, let's take your example in consideration. So you find
Yeah.
work here in Italy as a software engineer,
Hmm.
and based on your salary, the living cost is quite balanced. So
Hmm.
I mean, you can conduct middle good life.
Mm.
You can have your home,
Mm.
okay, your private home. You can go outside in a restaurant with your friend. You can go outside and I don't know, make some shopping. You can do this kind of activity based on the living cost here in Italy if you are a software engineer.
Mm.
But there are a lot of works here in Italy that uh, don't allow people to make this kind of activity, go have shopping or go to the restaurant and so on. So the living cost in Italy is quite balanced for the software engineering,
Mhm.
and it's quite similar. Sorry, I repeat the word quite too much time,
No,
but
no, no, no worries.
it's very similar to Spain.
Ah.
Okay, the living cost in Italy and Spain is quite similar. Yeah, the life cost in Germany, for instance, is higher than Italy,
Ah.
but the salary is higher than Italy.
Yeah.
And other comparison, yeah, also in France. In French, the living cost is higher than
Ah.
Italy and Spain, but as a consequence of this, the salary is higher.
Mm. Okay.
I don't know if you now have an idea about the living cost in Italy, but
Because you have your own home, so right.
yeah,
Okay, so let's talk about the tax system. Okay, so
okay,
yeah, please.
okay. Do you have some scenario or some?
Uh, okay, I heard in Italy, I guess software. If if I got job in Italy as a software engineer, my salary is around 870,000 euro per year. Then what actual amount I will get in my hand?
Okay. From the quantity that you mentioned now, you get in your hand around 1,014
Oh, euro
euro each month
each month.
for 12 months.
Mm.
Yeah. And why this? I know the tax system as our as you can imagine here in Italy, it's quite high.
Ah.
We are around the 42-47% of tax uh, in our tax system. So I mean, the state, the government take the 42 or the 47 at most percent of your salary.
Mm. And guys, I want to mention one thing here. In Italy, tax system is high, but after tax, you will get good money for your living, for also saving also. So don't
Yeah.
think tax system is 40-50% and how you can survive. No, no, no. You can still survive in that
Uh,
amount. Yeah.
yeah, very good, Samir. It's important to precise this point. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about most important question. What is salary of software engineer in Italy?
Yeah. Okay, Samir. If you prefer, I can tell
Huh?
my story,
Sure.
my career path.
Yes, please.
I started around 6 years ago, and I started as a junior software engineer without a real contract. I
Huh.
mean, I'm during my stage.
Mhm.
Okay, I meet my company as a software engineer with a stage, and if you are a stagist in this case, so you are in a position of stage,
Hmm.
um, you get around 600 or 700 euro each month.
Each month.
Okay, in
Okay.
your
As a
yeah yeah
junior.
in your yeah as a junior in a stage. Okay,
Hmm.
if you go if you go ahead and you continue work, you are not during your stage, but you have a real contract with a
Hmm.
company
Hmm.
here in Italy, and so your salary grows in this case. Your salary rises. Sorry, in this case,
Hmm.
and as a software engineer, your software engineer,
Hmm.
you can get around 100. Sorry, 1,200
Hmm.
euros every month.
With the 2 or 3 years
And
of experience.
yeah, no, also with one.
Also,
once you
okay.
hear of
Once you
experience. When you get 2 or 3 years of experience, you are considered a mid-level software engineering. So you get around 1,400 or 1,600 euros every month. Then after 3 years of experience, you are considered a senior software engineer in a specific program languages. So I mean, you work 3 years in Python. After 3 years, you are a senior Python developer. Okay,
ah,
and in this case, in your company, if you are lucky, you got a level up, and so your salary rise around 1,800
oh,
euros every month.
uh,
And then you can reach, in Italy, you can quite easily reach 2,000 euros every month if you are a senior developer, software engineering, with I don't know 7 years and 7 years of experience at least.
oh, wow. Okay, so can,
Yeah.
as a foreigner, can we get job in Italy without knowing Italian language?
Unfortunately, Samir, I have a very sad response for this question. I mean sad because I don't like this kind of approach that there is in my country. But I know that a lot of software company in my company don't use the English every day or don't accept the no no sorry no don't use the English every day, and so you could find some problem
Hmm.
in communication problem inside this company, and this is a very sad story from my point of view. For instance, in my company, instead we can easily acquire people, foreign people that don't speak Italy, but the majority of the company,
Need, yeah, speaking
yeah,
Italian person. You know, I want to
yes,
mention one thing. You know, as a programmer, we are all a programmer. So in,
yeah,
you know, in IT industry, we need to learn. You know, so when software get updates every time. So also as a programmer, we should also learning new things. So if someone is really serious to do job in Italy, then he or she can easily learn Italian.
yeah. Easily, I don't know how easily is learning Italian, because Italian languages is one of the most
Yeah.
difficult languages in the world. So, but I would like to send a message to all the people that follow Samir, and if you want to try in Italy, you are welcome.
Hmm. Thank you. And yeah, can you, sir, in the end of this video, can you please give advice to our audience who wants to pursue a career similar to you?
Oh, wow. So it's a very strong career. You have to keep in mind that our fields of study is fields very close to mathematics. So
Yeah.
you have to like mathematics and other subject like this. And but then if you like, get your computers and stop. I don't know, scroll your social network and start programming instead. Is a great next step that you can do, and this kind of jobs gives you a lot of passion, a lot of satisfaction, and it's a very great job. I
Yeah.
think that in my country there are a lot of jobs that you can do with your hand. For instance, the farmer or other like this. In this case, if you follow this career path, or you follow in general this path in computer science as a software engineering, etc., you don't use too much your hand, but you have
Brain.
to use too much your mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. We work our mind. We are creator. We are a problem solver. We create a new world based on our PCs inside our computer. and so this is something like it's like an artist that paint your its picture.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, hope so this video is helpful for you. If still you have some question, you can comment down, and I will mention Lorenzo sir LinkedIn profile in description. If you wants to ask or connect with Lorenzo sir, you can connect, and before connect you need to follow Lorenzo sir. Okay. Follow on Instagram, and
It's
thank you so much sir for coming.
okay. It's a pleasure for me, Samir. You are so kind. You are so great.